12:09 here on the East Coast. Welcome back to Live Now from Fox. Take a look at your screen. The Associated Press reporting on this Monday, breaking. The appeals court upholding the $83.3 million defamation judgment that Carroll won from President Donald Trump. As we are learning about this breaking news, I want to provide more perspective on this story. In a ruling issued this Monday, the Second U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals rejecting President Trump's appeal of the defamation award, finding that the jury's damages awards are fair and reasonable. AP goes on to report that President Trump had argued that he should not have to pay the sum as a result of a Supreme Court decision expanding presidential immunity. His lawyers did ask for a new trial. A civil jury in Manhattan issuing the $88.3 million award last year following a trial that centered on Trump's repeated social media attacks against Carroll over her claims that he sexually assaulted her in a Manhattan department store back in 1996. Now, that award followed a separate trial in which Trump was found liable for sexually abusing Carroll in order to pay $5 million. That award was upheld by an appeals court last December. In a memoir and again at a 2023 trial, Carroll described how a chance encounter with Trump at Bergdorf Goodman's Fifth Avenue in 1996 started with the two flirting as they shopped, then ended with a violent encounter, as Carroll says. It happened there in that department store with a violent struggle inside of a dressing room. Carroll saying that the now President Trump slammed her against a dressing room wall, pulled down her tights, and forced himself on her. A jury did find Trump liable for sexual assault, but concluded he had not committed rape as defined under New York law. President Trump repeatedly denying that the encounter took place and accusing Carroll of making it up to help sell her book. He also said that Carroll was, quote, not my type. The 2023 jury awarded Carroll $5 million to compensate her for both the alleged attack and statements that Trump made denying that it ever happened. After that first verdict, the court held a second trial with a new jury for the purpose of deciding damages for additional statements Trump made attacking Carroll's character and truthfulness. President Trump has skipped that first civil trial, but he attended the second, which took place as he was running for president in 2024. Speaking to reporters throughout the trial, Trump portrayed the lawsuit as part of a broader effort to smear him and prevent him from regaining the White House. His lawyers did complain, saying that the judge, in setting rules for the second damages trial, had barred Trump and his defense team from claiming in front of the jury that he was innocent of the attack. The judge ruling that the issue had been settled by the first jury and did not need to be revisited. So a lot we are following as it relates to this breaking news this Monday. Again, take a look at your screen as the Associated Press does report that an appeals court did uphold Carroll's $83.3 million defamation judgment against President Donald Trump. Of course, this is a developing story. We have you covered with the latest and most accurate information here on Live Now from Fox.